hold no man captive.
Well, speaking of that, they want to know, do you cook ackee, saltfish, callaloo, plantains? You know what I mean?
I do cook everything, but I don't like ackee. But yeah.
Cook. And like even on the show, they was trying to like, when it was like, who do you want to get off? And you know how you do your votes? Everybody was like voting for her to be off or whatever. Like everybody was voting for her to be off, except I think it was LJ. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. And then that's what I told him. I go, man, look, man, I like KADIAN, so man, she gone, I'm out of here. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm out of here. And somehow they end up doing what they do, and she stayed on the show. And then that's the funny part, because so when I said that, now everybody want to start figuring out, damn, well, why he like her? Now everybody's trying to start figuring out. Now everybody's trying to get to know her a little more, trying to figure out. I'm like, oh Lord, now everybody don't follow me. Y'all ain't like her. Don't be trying to, you know what I mean?
Exactly. That's how it always is. What you about? Because Tyrone looked like he itching. What you about?
I was gonna ask about relationships that you've gained from the show, or may have lost from the show, or some you don't even care about from the show. Because our cast is pretty cool. I'd say about 85% of us is still cool with each other, and we don't see that from other casts. So it's just trying to get an idea.
That's good.
We're outsiders.
Yeah, we kind of like stay to ourselves for the most part. The reason being is because I think, you know what I mean, me and K are both alike. We keep everything blood raw 100%. No gray area. You either in or you out. You know what I mean? And just watching certain things and certain people do, that draws me away from you. If you come to me and talk about somebody else, I know you'll do the same thing to me. I'm not talking to you. That's not me anyway. I'm not no type of dude to be. No, man, I got a million friends. I got a bunch of friend homeboys and all. I already have that already. You know what I mean? I don't even hang with them. Like I still go by myself. When I'm in Miami, I normally go to bars by myself. Like I always do that. That just was me. I go to a club and get a table and be by myself. I may call my cousin every once in a while, but I don't like to be around too many dudes. Too many dudes cause a lot of problems. I don't know what you done did. Me growing up is different. I don't know what my homeboy done did. I don't know if he in beef with somebody and I'm with him. Guess what? The old innocent fireman always get shot. Man, in the wrong place, wrong time with the wrong people. So it's a lot of things I pay attention to as far as that, and you know, and just I'm just not with all that he say, she say, and I just don't try to get in the middle of that. And she's see the same thing, and we used to tell each other, I'd be like, babe, I told you, faking the whole time. Look at that.
Right. I think what irritates me more, and I am going to name drop, he hates when I do this, but I'm going to be very vocal. Like today, we really don't watch a lot of interviews until like after the fact. It'll be one of those things we're really worried about ourselves, and then another interview will pop up. So I think what irritates me more is people are not being truthful with their intentions. And then it's okay if you just say yeah, I was just faking it or this and that. So today I watched this interview with Sampson, and he basically wants to insinuate I'm a liar. Did I lie about being friends with Shareese? Yes, out of respect for my situation at the time with Swasey, because he already confided in me and I was there. It wasn't even like he came back and told me he say, she say. She actually called him to talk about me in a bad way while I was sitting there. So it was no choice but for me to know that. You know what I mean? After we all were just on a three-way phone call the night prior, and you know, she's like, oh my God, guys, all of that type of stuff. So I'm like, this bitch is real life delusional. So I find it funny that Sampson wants to paint this liar per thing, like, oh, she used to be seen it as she lied. Yeah, I did lie about that. And I told it before anyone said it, that I lied about that.
But don't say you lied, baby, because you didn't lie. She was being sarcastic.
Yeah.
That was she trying to say, because she wrote, you know, you write somebody, like, say if I know you talk about me, Tyrone. Hey, yeah, what's up, bro? Yeah, you know, you my dog. And then you be like, and then tomorrow you say, hey, I thought I was your dog. Man, no, I lied. You ain't my dog. You know what I mean? You just talking like being sarcastic. And that what she did at that dinner table. Right. She wrote her the next day, hey, no, we cool, we friends, don't worry about it. Being sarcastic. And then when she get to the table, she go, but you just text me the other day. Yeah, I lied. But you know what I mean? Because other people don't see on the show that what was going on behind the scenes, you know what I mean? Like, it's because I just left the interview, or they just had an interview. I was in the car with KADIAN, and she called. I'm like, oh, shit. What's up, Sheree? Yeah, I'm so tired of this bitch. Just like screaming out, oh, damn, what happened? Who? I thought somebody about to fight or something. Your little girlfriend. Oh, shit. And I try to like hear her pick up the phone, but she's like, no, give me the phone. And then she does, I can't stand that bitch. And blah, blah. And then I got off the phone. And then she tried to call, and then she won't answer and answer.
Yeah, I tried to call her
and
right
then
then and there.
I'm like, oh Lord. And I was like, baby, just play the game, man. Just sometimes you gotta avoid shit. Just chill, just play the game. And that's what I'm trying to tell her. So that's why on the whole time of my show, she looking crazy. She looking like the one that got a problem with everybody. She just hates Sharice, or she just like, no. This girl was talking behind her back, and she didn't know she overheard her. You know what I mean?
But it wasn't
she was
even
trying to avoid it.
It wasn't even that. This girl used to be on 3-way phone calls with us. We had a group message, all 3 of us. We hung out off screen, even though we weren't supposed to, all 3 of us. And he would be all over me. So imagine you're chilling with someone, they're telling you like, oh my God, I got your guys back. Y'all need to make it work. And then she's calling him, talking about me, and then saying, and I'm going to give you a facial, and I'm going to do this. I'm thinking she has him in her top, like how I had Samson in my top, just out of us, you know.
Yeah. Each other. Mm-hmm.
And so my whole thing to wrap it up with Samson is he takes that to back up his thing, because he doesn't like the fact that on that scene, when I said Samson is, you know, he's been telling everybody the same thing, and he did, but he didn't like me. And I don't think Samson liked me. Let's be clear. And I didn't like Samson, but what he did when me and Swayze got into it, he called me and he's like, I just want to let you know that you have other connections here, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, whatever. So after that scene aired, he called me. He was like, hey, like, how did you feel like, you know, it was something? I was like, you remember when you called me and you were telling me, like, I hope that you understand you have other connections here. Then he's like, yeah, that was just the process. And I'm like, okay, that's cool, but don't make it seem like I just pulled that shit out my ass. But then if you listen to his interview, he wants to say how he was just doing the process, which validates my story. You called me, you were saying things for the process, homeboy. I didn't lie. You're lying. Just like you lied and made it seem like you had a connection with someone that you really didn't. That's the type of things that I really have an issue with. Don't assassinate my character. I could hold up to everything that I do wrong or good, bad, but don't make it seem like I'm lying. No, you were the one playing the field. And 1 minute on his interview, he's saying, oh no. The interviewer is like, but you said on the reunion that she should have known. And I was take up for Sharice. I don't even talk to her. But the reality is that conversation happened because she didn't know. That was the whole thing. You weren't treating her no different than anything.
Right.
Those are the lies, the things. That's why we don't have relationships with some of these people, because even now they don't want to live in their truth.
So is that why he said on Kojo's interview that Swayze's going to be mad at him? Because of what he said, and what he was saying was because he wasn't being truthful about KADIAN?
No. He was saying him and Swayze have their own situation. Like, he says a very underhanded shit. And then, like he says, why are you calling me? I remember he ended up doing a voice message. This is not his first time doing it. And he'll always call me and say certain things. Just the lies. Like I said, he tried to have Swayze come out with his Spanish girlfriend and her friends and all this stuff. Then it's just like, you have to pay attention. And this is things that I don't like. He's like, I didn't invite Swayze to the club. I've only been to the club 2 times. Yeah, and I'm like, Mango's is a club. It's like when you go to freaking a restaurant in Miami and the lights is low, music is playing, however you want to say it. But let's not focus on the fact that I said the club. Boy, you invited him out with girls, knowing that he was in a relationship. Swayze puts the phone down, but it's still on speaker, and he hears him in the background like, yeah, y'all gonna love my boy Swayze. He real nice looking guy. What are you doing? What are you doing, sir?
Yeah, and then that's the thing. She like that. He said he had his interview. I don't watch that stuff, but she was watching it. So then I'm just packing out over him. I go, damn, he just lied like that? Seriously? Like, you know what I mean? I don't get into that stuff, but this dude, and then he go to her. First of all, he go to her. It's like, I don't like that. I don't play games like that. I don't do that, bro. How old is this guy? This guy 50 years old. And I'm like, bro, I'm 33 years old. I ain't doing none of that. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm never talking about another man. I'm never doing stuff like that. And there's a lot of stuff that he's did on the show that I should have been checked him about that anyway. But I wasn't trying to do that because I'm not trying to come to the show with conflict. I'm not trying to slap nobody. I ain't trying to get there because I know how I get. So I was trying to avoid all that. Like, during the show the whole time, he telling other people, I'm going to go in and go to the gym and work out today because I know you want muscles like Swayze. Like, why are you, like, what is wrong with you? Like, and then he's saying to Sharice, I noticed during the interview, the whole time you had your interview, you were staring at Swayze. Or every time we have a conversation, you're just looking at him and I'm trying to talk to you. Like, what do you like me or something? Like, what do you like? What's wrong with you? And then we have the interview. Not the interview.
She good. She good. She good. She good.
We posted something. I forgot. Kay posted it. And then he writes on there, "Hey, damn, I'm so proud of you and my boy Swayze, blah blah." And then
on the Ready to Lie page,
I'm at Lead 'Em Alone. I'm so proud of him and my boy Swayze together. And then you call me next week. Hey, what's up, man? My ex in town with some group, well, friend girls. And it's gonna be me and you and them. Let's go hang out, man. Bro, what I look like a dummy? Man, find somebody. You know what I mean? That's what I want to say. But I said, hold on, let me check to see if I'm working or not. And when I have it on speaker. Man, I went to looking, and when I put it on speaker, I hear him saying, "Yeah, that's my boy from the show." You're gonna like, man, find somebody to play with, bro. Nah, I ain't going. I got work tomorrow, and that was it. And I'm like, man. And then I call her. That's why I call her.
Because they were playing games. I think they thought, especially just the persona of him, that he was playing games with me. You know what I mean? So I think that's where it stemmed from. And I'm just like, well, why? But why? And I don't need you calling me I just called her to just give her that. You don't call me any other time. So don't call me. Don't send me a voice message. Don't text me. And don't build this whole thing up. You know, a liar is something that I'm not. And he knows this. Like, we wouldn't be here if I didn't live in my truth. I live in my truth. Anything that I do, I could own up to it. You know what I mean? But how can you in the same breath want to call me a liar because of what Shareese told you, but then you're bashing her and then you're saying she knew that I didn't like her. She did this for the scene with her business. Like, shut up. Like, it's not making sense. It's like saying, yeah, I'm going to believe the devil right now because it benefits my story. And I have a big issue with that. Just say I was just doing this process. Yeah, Kay may have gotten that from there because I was just doing the process. I was just being nice and I could handle that. But don't sit here and call me a liar. And liars are the worst things that I hate. Bitch, I will slap you too. God, yeah, like that's how I feel in that moment. So anyway, so yeah, the cast, that's what we deal with. We deal with so many different things. LJ is cool, you know, LJ is cool. And I just feel like also being a woman in a relationship, I wouldn't necessarily hang with guys. So I'm not going to go hang with guys. I wouldn't build a relationship with these guys. I'm not going to the club with Justice by myself or things like that. And then I had friends and I still have friends outside of the show, but I'm cool with Jamala. I'm cool with Looney.